Hello everyone, my name is Yunus Mahamud and I'm a tutor at YM Learn. So in this video, I'm going to be going over topic 8, which is percentages and conversion between percentages, fraction and decimals. So at the end of the lesson, you should be able to find the percentage of a value, express a value as a percentage of a total, find the original value when it has been decreased or increased by a certain percentage, and lastly, you should be able to convert between percentages, fractions, and decimals. Okay, so let's go over the worked examples. So let's start with question 1, which is what is 14% of 580? So the first thing I like to do is I always like to find the 1% of the value in question, which is 580. So how do we do that? Well, all you do is you just divide 580 divided by 100 because 100% of the value is 580. So to find 1%, you just simply divide that by 100. So divide 100 and divide it by 100. So 1% of 580 is simply 5.80. So you just jump 2 decimal places. So you got 5.80. And now you can find 14% relatively easily. All you have to do is 1% times 14 gives you 14%. So what you did on this side, you're going to have to do it to the other side. So you have to do 14 times 5.80. Okay, so you can plug that in your calculator. 5.80 times 14, or you could just work it out as I'm going to do now. So 0 times 4 is 0. 4 times 8 is 32, so you put the 2 down and carry the 3, and then you do 4 times 5, which is 20. Add the 3, you have 23. So let me just get rid of the 3 on top. Okay, so let me just pop the eraser in. Okay, so it's gone. I'm going to put down an imaginary 0, and then I'm going to do 1 times 0, which is 0. 1 times 8 is 8, and then 1 times 5 is 5. So then I'm going to add 2,320 to 5,800. So what do we have? We got 0. So 2 plus 0 is 2. 3 plus 8 is 11. Carry the 1. 1 plus 2 is 3. Plus 5 is 8. So because we did 5.8 times 14, I'm going to have to jump 2 decimal places right there. So now we know that 40% of 580 is 81.20. So that is my final answer. So let me just write it in here, and we can move on to the next question. Okay, so question number 2 asks, what is 40p? So give 40p as a percentage of £3.34. So if we were just asked to give 40 as a percentage of 340, I would just do a simple 40. So let me just get the pen back out. So all I would do is just 40 over 334 times that by 100. Just plug that into the calculator, which would give me, so 40 divided by 334 times 100, which is 11.98%. And just like that, job done. But that's not what the question is asking us to do. So the question is asking us, give 40p as a percentage of £3.34. So the first thing we have to realize is that 40p and £3.34 are in completely different units. So what I have to do is I'm going to have to convert them into the same units before I could work it out. So I could either do, so option will be do 40p over 334p times 100, or I could do 0.40 pounds over 3.34 times 100. and then I can just plug that into the calculator and get a value. So if I did 40p over 334 times 100, I would get 11.97%. But if I did 40p over £3.34 times that by 100, I will also get 11.974. So there's no wrong answer. So I could do method 1 or I could do method number 2. They both will give me the same answer. But the most important thing is you have to convert one of those values into the other unit. So you either convert 40p into pounds, or you can convert £3.34 into pence. Okay, so let's go over question 3, which asks, a house increased in value by 20% to 72,000. So what is the original price of the house? Okay, so to find the original price of the house, we are essentially looking for the 100% of the value. Okay, and we know that the price of the house increased by 20%. So that means the current value of 72,000 is equals to 120%. So all I did was 100 plus 20% gives me 120. So we're working backwards and trying to find what the original value is. So first step is find 1% of the value. Okay, so 120% divided by what gives me 1%? You are dividing by 120. So what you did to that side, you do it to the other side, divided by 120. So then you do 72,000 divided by 120, which is 600. Then the next step is 1 times what gives me 100? 1 times 100 gives me 100%. So what you did to this side, you have to do to the other side, times that by 100. So 600 times 100 is 60,000. So the original price of the house is 60,000 pound.